If you're watching this right now, it's not an accident. You weren't supposed to see this before, because back then you weren't ready. But now, something inside you knows something has to change. You've been carrying weight, not just stress, something heavier. A feeling that you're drifting, that you're disconnected from who you were supposed to become. Maybe it's pain, maybe it's disappointment, maybe it's that quiet voice in the back of your head that keeps whispering, "This isn't it." And the truth is, you've known for a while, but you've been avoiding the confrontation, distracting yourself, trying to fix the surface while ignoring the root. That's why this video came now, because now you're finally ready to hear what you couldn't face before. This isn't motivation. This isn't a list of tips. This is a message, one that every man eventually receives, right before everything changes. So listen carefully, not with your ears, with your conviction. These aren't opinions. These are 5 Stoic truths that come for every man when he finally decides, no more running, no more escaping. It's time to wake up. Let's begin. Truth number 1. You are the problem, and that's the good news. Let me say it clearly. If your life feels stuck, if people keep disappointing you, if your results don't match your potential, it's not them, it's you. And that's not an insult. That's the best thing you'll hear today. Because the moment you take full ownership is the moment everything becomes possible again. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Most people spend years blaming. They blame their parents. They blame the system. They blame their ex. They blame timing, luck, money, the algorithm, everything except themselves. And because of that, they stay exactly where they are. But the Stoic man, he owns everything. He doesn't say, "It's not fair." He says, "This is what I allowed." He doesn't say, "They ruined me." He says, "I tolerated what I should have walked away from." He doesn't say, "I don't know what to do." He says, "I haven't done what I know I should." That shift, that's where the fire starts. Because when it's your fault, it also becomes your responsibility to fix. You are the problem, but that means you are the solution. You don't need permission. You don't need apologies. You don't need anyone else to finally get it right. All you need is you on your own side, without excuses. And now that you're awake enough to admit that, let's go deeper. Truth number 2. Pain is the teacher you've been avoiding. You keep asking, why does it still hurt? Why can't I let it go? Why do I keep repeating the same cycles? But let me ask you something harder. What if the pain isn't here to break you? What if it's here to teach you? Because every time you numb it, every time you avoid it, every time you distract yourself with pleasure, people, or noise, you delay the lesson. Epictetus said, "Don't hope that events will turn out the way you want. Welcome events in whichever way they happen. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your mentor. That heartbreak, it taught you boundaries. That betrayal, it taught you discernment. That failure, it taught you where your discipline was weak, but only if you stop trying to escape it." See, most people try to skip to peace. They want calm without confrontation, healing without bleeding. That's not how it works. The Stoics didn't numb pain. They faced it. They asked, "What is this trying to teach me?" And then they listened. Because here's the truth. You can read all the books, watch all the videos, say all the right things, but if you keep avoiding what hurts, you'll stay stuck in the same patterns. The pain will keep knocking until you finally open the door and say, "Okay, I'm ready to learn." Let this be the moment you stop running, sit with it, feel it, learn. Then move forward, slower, sharper, and stronger than before. Truth number 3, your peace will cost you your old identity. Everyone says they want peace, they want clarity, they want stability, but very few are willing to pay the price, because peace doesn't come from adding more. It comes from letting go, especially of the person you used to be. It is not death that a man should fear, but never beginning to live. That version of you that needed validation, chased people who weren't for you, drowned in distractions, lived in fear, but called it comfort. That version can't come with you. And here's what hurts the most. You might still love parts of him. He helped you survive. He protected you when you didn't know better. But now, he's in the way. You say you want peace, but peace requires space. Space that's currently being taken up by old habits, old beliefs, old identities that no longer fit. The victim, the overthinker, the people pleaser, the avoider, they all have to go. And yes, that process will feel lonely. Yes, it'll feel like you're breaking apart, but you're not falling apart. You're shedding. Peace is earned through sacrifice, through silence, through the death of who you thought you had to be, and on the other side, stillness, power, a mind that's finally quiet, because it's no longer arguing with itself. You weren't ready to let go before, but now you are, and that's why you're here. Truth number 4, you can't fix your life without silence. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you sat with no noise, no music, no scrolling, no notifications, no distractions, just you and your thoughts? If that question makes you uncomfortable, good. That's exactly the point. A man conquers the world by conquering himself. See, the reason you still feel lost. It's not because you don't have answers. It's because you've filled your life with too much noise to hear them. Most people run from silence because in silence, there's nowhere to hide. Your regrets echo. Your fears get louder. Your mind starts showing you all the things you've been avoiding. But here's what the Stoics knew. Silence isn't emptiness. It's the space where truth speaks. You can't fix your life if you don't know where you are. You can't reset your mindset if you're constantly stimulated. You can't reconnect with your purpose if you've forgotten what your own voice sounds like. Stillness is the beginning of clarity, so sit with it. Let it humble you. Let it break you open. Let it make you listen, because when the world is loud, the calmest man becomes the most powerful. Here's your challenge. Start with 10 minutes a day. No phone, no music, just stillness. Let your mind wander. Write what surfaces. Watch how fast the fog clears when the noise dies. You weren't meant to live distracted. You were meant to live deliberately. Truth number 5. You already know what you need to do. Let's stop pretending. You don't need more advice. You don't need another book. You don't need another quote or podcast or YouTube video to finally figure it out. You already know. That relationship you keep justifying. That habit you keep saying you'll fix soon. That goal you keep pushing off until the time is right. You already know what needs to go. You already know what needs to begin. But knowing isn't the problem. Courage is. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. The hard truth is this. You've been using "I'm not ready" as a shield, because action would mean facing consequences, and consequences mean change, and change means finally letting go of the version of you that's comfortable but unfulfilled. But now, you're out of time, not in a dramatic way, but in the most stoic way possible. Every day you hesitate is a day you'll never get back. Every moment you delay the life you were meant to live is a moment you reinforce the one that's killing you. So here's what I'm telling you, as a man, as a brother, as someone who's walked through fire too. Stop looking for clarity. It's already in you. You don't need perfect certainty to move. You just need enough honesty to admit, I already know what I must do, and now I'll do it. That's how the new chapter begins, not with noise, not with applause, but with a quiet decision no one sees, that changes everything. You weren't supposed to see this before, because before now, you would have dismissed it. You would have nodded, maybe even felt inspired, but nothing would have changed. But now you're different. You feel it. This time, it's not just content, it's a message. And if you listened all the way through, then you already know this was for you. You were meant to hear this right here, right now. So here's the truth. You don't need to become someone new overnight. You just need to stop abandoning who you were meant to be. No more excuses, no more distractions, no more waiting for the perfect time. Because the perfect time is when you finally decide. And if you're still watching, you just did. Now keep going. Click the next video. 5 Stoic habits that build unbreakable discipline. Let's keep building you, piece by piece, into the man no one can shake. You're not lost. You're just getting started.